I almost died after a Canadian standoff outside of CVS. After You, Alphonse, by Brandon Elrich. Brandon Elrich is So Gay is a reader-supported publication. To receive new posts and support my work, consider becoming a free or a paid subscriber. In case you didn't know it, according to Urban Dictionary, a Canadian standoff is, quote, a situation in which both parties are too nice to let themselves win at the other's expense, end quote. Some say chivalry is dead. I ignore this claim, continuing to do nice things for people, whether they like it or not. Little did I know that my attempt at being a gentleman would evoke feelings of hatred and thoughts of murder. Day 1. I pull up to the local CVS pharmacy for a tube of cream. Don't ask. I stroll toward the front entrance as I check my phone. I almost bump into a woman arriving at the door at the same time, and we both stop, step back, and apologize. After you, I say pleasantly. No, after you, she replies. I think you were here first, I say, opening the door. I don't need you to open the door. I know. It's chivalry. She doesn't seem impressed, so I release the door handle. I'm sure you were here first, anyway. I was looking at my phone, I say apologetically. I should have been paying attention. I show her my phone as evidence. You go ahead. I was digging in my purse for something, she replies and opens the handbag. I can never find anything in here. My grandma used to keep her car keys in her bra. It's the only relevant thing I can think of, but I immediately realize how weird it sounds. She clears her throat and looks away. An elderly lady catches our attention as she shuffles toward the door. Like a flash, I reach for the handle. Let me get that for you. Thank you so much, the lady says. See how easy it is, I think. You can be a feminist and still walk through a door, I say instead. I'm a feminist. Are you? When my friend Allie and I go to a restaurant, I insist on splitting the check. How noble of you. Whenever I'm at her house for dinner, I let her cook everything. Uh-huh. I don't lift a finger to clean up either. I wouldn't dare trample on her independence. I continue holding the door long after the old woman has waddled inside. I stare at the lady with the purse, grasping the handle tightly and raising my eyebrows as a question. It's an outdated custom, she says. That doesn't make it wrong, I counter. She nods, takes a breath, and reluctantly takes a step. This is it. It's over. Then she stops and says, Oh, I just remembered I have a coupon in the car. I release the door handle and slap my forehead. I'm so glad you said that, I say. I have one too. I always forget to use it. She responds with a grin, but her eyes reveal her disbelief. Don't be so judgmental. I know you're lying too. We retreat to our cars. They're parked on the opposite sides of the store, but I see her vehicle through the shop windows. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3. I have to pee. Bad. I find an empty bottle. I don't drink Mountain Dew and, hopefully, won't make a horrible mistake later. Finally, she gets out of her car, so I rush to the door to arrive when she does. I turn the corner and she looks shocked. What are the odds? She says with a deadpan face. Right? I respond innocently. Did you find your coupon? Yep, I lie, patting my empty pocket. You? No, I looked everywhere, but I must have used or thrown it away. Damn, I should have thought of that. I can't accuse her of lying. The sun sets as an employee leaves. Unfortunately for us, the CVS is open 24 hours a day. I text my friends and family, pleading for them to come by the store with snacks, but they're asleep. Why didn't I think of it earlier? I squat down occasionally to relieve my legs. I ask her how to spell acetaminophen as if I'm looking it up on the CVS website. My phone battery will be dead by the time my friends wake up. Stupid, I berate myself. I'd have to go to the car to charge it, conceding defeat. I turn it off and holster it in my pocket. Before we realize it, the noon sun stares at two idiots outside a drugstore. Day 2. I read somewhere that humans can survive 10 days without food, but only 3 without water. It's a ridiculous thought. There's no way we'll be here for 3 days. Who is this lady? Doesn't she have a boa constrictor to feed or children to let out of their pens? I don't know what people do. Got a dog? I venture. Nope, she says, adding no details. You? Nope, I say. She doesn't look tired. Why isn't she tired? I've fallen asleep twice standing here. Customers come and go, and I open the door for them, smile, and say hello. I've become an unpaid greeter for CVS. The afternoon sun is warm. The lady takes a bottle of water from her purse, sips it very slowly as she stares at me, and slips it back into her bag. I hate her. The end of the day draws near, and I'm dying of thirst. The lady turns to look at the traffic going by. I seize the opportunity to subtly attract the attention of one of the employees in the store, who has developed a curious fascination with our predicament. I mime drinking a cup, and understanding registers as he holds up a finger. The lady looks back toward me as I pretend to examine my fingernails. The employee comes out and hands me a plastic cup of water. Acting surprised, I say, "Oh, thank you." I take a sip, swish it in my mouth for a few seconds, and gulp it loudly. Ah, I say dramatically. The woman gives me the stare of death, but smiles through it. Day 3. My phone is dead despite turning it off to save battery life. None of my friends respond or arrive to save me in my hour of need because they're all selfish idiots. Suddenly, a man rushes up to her. "Honey, where have you been?" he asks in a panicky voice. "It's an emergency," he says vaguely. I smell a rat. "I hope it's nothing serious," I offer, feigning concern. The man glances at me. It's just our dog. He's not doing well." The woman clenches her teeth and rolls her eyes. They hadn't discussed the specifics of the emergency, as the woman told me she had no dog. The game is up. "Your dog? Gee, I hope he's okay. You should probably go be with him," I suggest. She glares at me. "I think he'll be fine." Then, turning to the man, she says, "Thank you for letting me know, honey," through gritted teeth. "Oh, okay," the man says sheepishly. He takes something out of his pocket and tries to slip it to her, but it falls on the ground. It's a package of peanut butter sandwich cookies. "Sorry," her hubby mutters before returning to his car. She picks up the package and rolls her eyes. "Do you want some?" she offers reluctantly. "Sure, those have been my favorite snacks since I was a kid," I say. This is a complete lie. I'm slightly allergic to peanut butter. However, I'd rather go into anaphylactic shock than allow her to eat without me. She opens the package as I hold out my hand. She pours out a couple, but my hand remains extended as I smear on a wide, stupid grin. She narrows her eyes as she shakes out half the bag, and we eat them silently. Day 5? 7? Unfortunately, the sandwich crackers didn't kill me. It probably wasn't real peanut butter. I've been hallucinating for 2 days. Why did I come to CVS? All I know is whatever's inside the store doesn't matter anymore. My position is imperative to the goodness and decency of all mankind. However, I'm now reconsidering the importance of this battle and what, if anything, is at stake. I've probably been fired from my job, and I may have peed my pants. I pray one of the employees will call the police for loitering. The thought of sleeping on a metal cot and eating tasteless jail food comforts me, but I'm not that lucky. To anyone reading, please find me. Kill me if you must. I'm determined to die before chivalry does. Also, if you could become a paying subscriber for $6 per month or $60 for a year, it might sustain me until I recover from this polite impasse. Click subscribe now. If you want to think about it first or give me a one-time donation, please buy me a coffee. Click buy me a coffee. Either way, I appreciate you.